Today, our organization will pay tribute to a number of prominent community leaders, each of whom has made a unique contribution to the community and to the JCC.
Now, someone who was making his shit up for his daughter. And there he was, the family getting ready, and the young man was coming over to the house, and he came into the room, and there was the man sitting there and said, "Come into my study, I want to speak to you for a few minutes." And he sits him down and he says, "What do you do?" He says, "Well, I studied the Torah, I've been studying, I hope to be a rabbi someday." So wonderful. He said, "Well, you want to marry my daughter, how are you going to support her?" And he said, "Well, I know God will provide. No matter what, every time we'll need something, God will be there." He said, "Well, what about children? How do you feel about children?" He said, "Oh, I want to have as many as we can." And he said, "Well, how do you support your children?" He said, "Once again, there's no doubt in my mind, God will provide for us. He'll be there and always provide." And finally he said, "Well, you're going to need a place to live. Where are you going to live?" He says, "Again, I have complete faith I will be there and God will also provide for that as well." So he asked the young man a few more questions, and finally he leaves and he walks in by his wife and his daughter, and there is the daughter looking apprehensively, and the mother says, "Oh, what do you think?" He said, "I can't be too mad at him, he thinks I'm God." And you all have a great day.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a great man, a great fighter, a guy to hit the ground running and stopping the tax and spend policies of Washington, D.C., and is working across party lines to work with others within Washington, D.C. And he, ladies and gentlemen, will make sure that Israel will remain the strongest ally and friend to the United States of America, and we will fight to make sure that that independent democracy stands tall in the Middle East and around the world. Ladies and gentlemen, our Congressman, Bob Turner.
I was graced with the first State of the Union address, a historic occasion. I was quite happy to be there. I was sitting next to a friend, a Democrat, and the protocol is if you like what the president says, you stand up and applaud, and if you don't, you kind of sit and applaud. So he was bouncing up and down, and I had occasion to get up a few times. But one thing that struck me is that our very different approach to jobs and the economy. The President has suggested that his programs are working. He announced that he had started 3.2 million new jobs in the past 3 years. And there was a good deal of applause to that, and I guess that's something to be happy about. But we can reflect for a moment. In 2009, 134 million Americans were drawing paychecks. Now, 132 million Americans are drawing paychecks, and 6 million new young people have entered the workforce in that 3-year period. So we have a serious problem, and even the perception of that problem is serious. And this is what this next congressional not only election, but session will have to deal with. I would recommend to you reading an article in New York Times magazine Sunday. This might have been the first time in my life I've ever recommended anyone even look at the Times, but this is an exception. It is a very good, informative, pointed article on the state of affairs between Israel and...
I'm going to be short and sweet because we have a lot of electeds today, which is a lot of hot air, so I don't want to add too much to that. But it's just my pleasure to receive this award. I'm very honored. I also have some citations for the other awardees. I'd like to make sure I give back as well. And I want to make sure that I do whatever I can to represent my entire district, and I'm trying to do that the best way that I can. That includes my children here and the entire community. Thank you.
Community, and together we're able to help each other through the efforts of the JCC. So Mazel Tov and Hatzlacha, and continuous success of the JCC, and wish to resolve that to help the Jewish community for many years to come.
Pleasure to receive an honor here from the JCC of Marine Park.
I know the people of Marine Park. I've lived in Marine Park. I will always represent and be an advocate for Marine Park. And so I'm proud to be helpful to the community. Let me tell you something, it's a great community. The people there do some terrific work. It's a very young, vibrant, Orthodox Jewish. The JCC of Marine Park needs support throughout the year. So I want to thank Shia Rubenstein for the great work that he's been doing. I want to thank Jeff Webb. Jeff Webb's another person who, like me, left Marine Park but still cares a lot about Marine Park, and of course, our good friend, Kalman Yeager. And let me just tell you one final thing about Marine Park. Marine Park would not be what it is today without the leadership of the rabbis, the rabbinical leadership. And so I just want everyone to give a big round of applause to the terrific rabbis that we have for providing leadership in Marine Park.
My privilege is to introduce my campaign manager in 1989, who was the reason I became DA. But not only that, but over the years, Lou Fiddler has demonstrated a commitment to public service. He has been one of the Brooklyn delegation's most forceful proponents of budgets for DAs, joining Dominic Breckner and Eric DeLon and Giamatti Withers and all of the council members who do such a great job for Brooklyn. We're going to have an election for the state senate coming up. Now, the State DAs Association does not permit us to endorse candidates. But thanks to what we call the Hines Amendment, when I told the State DAs Association a couple of years ago, we are political eunuchs. Political eunuchs is no one pays any attention to us. We can't endorse anybody. So the amendment was we can say great things about great public servants. And it's my privilege to tell you that I believe that Lou Fiddler will be a great state senator for public service for this town. Not only am I going to vote for him, I'm going to say that as much as I can, and it's my honor and privilege to present this award to Lou Fiddler.
I am very, very proud to have been a supporter of the JCC of Marine Park from day one, and to have worked with all of the groups in Marine Park, secular and non-secular, to make sure that we are able to build the kind of life and community that we all deserve and are entitled to. I really hope I can come back here next year and be your state legislative award. Have a wonderful evening.
And thank everyone involved with the JCC for what you do for the community. I have to say, you chose an extraordinary group of honorees. Some of, I think, literally the best, the brightest, the people who make the biggest impact in this borough, in this city. So thank you for all the wonderful people that you have honored. I just want to say three quick things. I think they are all lessons in chutzpah. The first lesson in chutzpah is what you heard a moment ago. The fact, as Lou Fiddler noted, and I served with Lou Fiddler for 8 years in the city council, that there are people, because they happen to be political opponents of his, who are saying he didn't do enough to serve the Jewish community. I served for 8 years with him. That's the most ridiculous thing I've heard in my life. He served all communities.
Keep up the great work. You have in me as a partner. Our office downtown stands ready, willing, and able to assist the great work that this JCC does at any time, and much more success in the coming year.
Iran is the single greatest problem in the world right now, and the single greatest threat to Israel, and it has to be stopped, period. And the final chutzpah point is what I deal with every day as public advocate, because my job is bluntly to defend the people of the city from some of the things the government does or doesn't do for the people. And I know there's no place more than the nonprofit sector. I'm looking at Willie Radford as I say it. The nonprofit sector knows they could do so much more if the city government would help them do it. city government throws up, I think, incredible roadblocks for people who are trying to provide human services and social services for those in greatest need. They certainly don't offer the helping hand they could, and it's my job as public advocate to try and break through that. So I just want to say to everyone in this room, whether you have something in your family, in your neighborhood that needs fixing, or whether you represent a nonprofit that's still waiting for that payment from the city for months and months, or needs some red tape cut so that you can serve people, it's my job as public advocate to try and get that done. I want to say, please call upon me. It will be my honor to serve. Again, congratulations to everyone here today, and thank you very much.
We do need in the state senate. Joe Hines can't say it, but I can. Lou Fiddler is a coalition builder. He's somebody that's important not just to Brooklyn, but to the whole city because of his experience and because of his knowledge of government.
The council has until recently had 25 Jewish community councils. With this JCC, that's number 26. And we look at that as being something meaningful.
Certainly the reason why I'm here today is to present the Community Safety Award to the NYPD Sergeant Ira Yitzki. He's an integral part of the Brooklyn South team. I consider him part of our A team, where we will address and deal with the community, help defray, and also service the community, provide information to the community, dispel any rumors, and he's part of my major team that goes out there and talks with all the members of the community and rabbis and helps us all in what we do. So we can't do the job without the help of the community, and I can't do the job without Sergeant Jablonski. I appreciate his insight, his knowledge, and his help to the police department. And the bottom line, it's helped us succeed in our mission in the community. So mazel tov on a great job, son.
I want to extend my sincerest thanks to the entire organization, its administration. I look forward to continuing on building what we have done and working together for many years. I would also like to acknowledge my extended family here today, my brothers and sisters in blue. I love you guys very, very much. Thanks for doing such a great job out there for the greatest department in the world and the greatest city in the world. You guys are truly the finest, and I am truly proud and honored to call you. My Chief Chan has a great head on his shoulders. His shoulders are broad enough to carry the entire borough. His heart is big enough to be fully in the job and to give everyone under his command. His arms are long enough to embrace the entire community, and he carries a very soft nightstick because Chief Chan leads by example, and his legs are strong enough to hold us up high. As you can see, he's an all-around fit and qualified borough commander. He has the respect and admiration of all his peers and members of his command. And we are truly thankful and fortunate that he, Chief Chan, is the head of our body. Chief, it's truly an honor and privilege serving under you. Thank you everyone for attending. Have a wonderful day, and God bless.
This part's easy. Ladies and gentlemen, the Executive Director of the JCC, Shira Winston.
Okay.
I get to come.
Okay.
It was the best speech. All right, thank you. Yeah.
You like the speeches?
Oh, the speech. Remembering everybody. And sorry, Doug. We send all this love out to Doug. And we'll see you soon.
I just want to introduce you to Lieutenant Woods, my mentor, and the man that actually really did take me under his wings.
Right, by the way, who wrote your speech?
Let's take a picture of that, right? Lieutenant Woods, and I get you to join. Exactly. Did a very good job, Luke. Thank you, thank you.
That's right. It's a pleasure and honor being here. Lieutenant Woods, as the commanding officer of Brooklyn South Community Affairs, is an honor to work with. And Yitzhak Jablonski, well-deserved honoree. Pleasure to work with Yitzhak Jablonski. Everyone from Brooklyn South, it's great to be out here. Thank you.